Winners and losers have the exact same goals. Both want to win the championship. Both want to lose 20 pounds. Both want a promotion. So the goal itself isn't the difference. The system is. If you are tired of setting goals every January, only to feel like a failure by February, it's time to stop chasing results and start designing your future. Today, we're going to burn your typical to-do list and build a powerful success system that guarantees unstoppable progress. Welcome back to Take and Grow. Let's talk about the psychological trap of the goal. The problem with goals is that they rely on external validation and place your satisfaction on a future outcome you don't control. This reliance creates the failure loop. Goal setting. You get a massive dopamine hit of hope and excitement. The dip. Reality hits. The work is hard and the euphoria fades. The miss. You miss one day. The all-or-nothing mindset kicks in and you conclude, I failed. Abandonment. You quit, waiting until next New Year's Day to repeat the cycle. This is the psychological tax of being outcome-oriented. A successful person is not more motivated than you. They are someone who has simply adopted a systems-based identity. Think of a goal as a target on the wall. A system is the self-correcting machine that continually adjusts your aim until you hit the target. If you fall in love with the continuous, reliable process, the machine, the outcome becomes inevitable. To break this cycle, we must expose the too deep psychological reasons why goals sabotage your long-term success and why systems thrive. Flaw. #1. The goal creates emotional debt. The all-or-nothing trap. When your stated goal is finish this novel, you are implicitly saying, I am only allowed to feel satisfied once the final chapter is complete. This means for months, every day you work, you are technically a failure because the goal is not met. This is a massive emotional drain. Systems, however, celebrate process wins. If your system is write 500 words, then every single day that you execute that system, you are a success. Systems reinforce a positive identity and eliminate emotional debt. Flaw. #2. The goal causes hedonic reversion, the finish line illusion. The goal acts as a temporary motivator. Once you achieve it, say, you get the promotion, your motivation often vanishes. This is hedonic reversion, the return to your emotional baseline. You stop training, you stop studying, because the finish line was the only thing holding the system together. The system builder, however, trains because they have adopted the identity. I am a lifelong learner. The promotion was just a data point in their ongoing system. The motivation is internal and permanent, driven by identity alignment, not external and temporary reward. To switch from chasing outcomes to becoming a success-generating machine, you must focus on 4 core, non-negotiable pillars. Pillar 1. Define the input, not the output, the minimum viable system. Analogy. The thermostat. A goal is setting the thermostat to $20 circ. C. A system is the mechanism that constantly detects the temperature and applies heat or cooling. The commitment rule. You must only commit to the minimum viable system, MVs. The bare minimum input you can execute, even on your worst day. Goal. I want to learn French fluently. Too vague, outcome-based. System. I will practice 2 new French vocab words before I drink my morning coffee. Input-based, low barrier. The genius is that the MVS guarantees 2 things. Consistency. You never miss a day. And identity reinforcement. You become a French learner. On a good day, you'll practice 20 words. But on the day you're sick, 2 words still counts as success. Pillar 2. Use the time-based container. The commitment box. The starter rule. The hardest part of any system is starting. We stop feeling overwhelmed by tasks by applying a constraint of time, not quantity. Goal. I need to file my taxes. Massive, vague task leading to procrastination. System. I will work on my taxes for exactly 45 minutes. Starting at 7 p.m. Define time box. Your success is measured not by how many forms you complete, but by your commitment to the time box. You are teaching your brain to accept the commitment and trust the system rather than fearing the outcome. This kills procrastination because the task is no longer finish, it's start. Pillar 3. The environment is the system, the habit loop design. The physics rule. You are a product of your environment, not your willpower. Your willpower is finite. Your environment is infinite leverage. The design principle. Design your space to make the desirable action obvious and easy, and the undesirable action invisible and difficult. Bad. Goal. I will remember to drink more water. Relies on internal memory. Closing parenthesis. Good system. I place a full liter water bottle on my desk next to my monitor every night before bed. Relies on environmental cue. You are outsourcing your discipline to your environment. When you see the water bottle, your system executes automatically. This is the difference between relying on motivation, emotional, and relying on design, structural. Pillar 4. Track the system, not the result. The accountability chain. The feedback loop. If you don't track the system, you can't improve it. Tracking must focus on the input, not the output. The simple rule. The X chain. Get a calendar and mark an X on every day you execute your minimum viable system. If your MVS is meditate for 5 minutes, you mark an X every day you do it. The psychological trap. If you break the chain, don't miss 2 days in a row. Missing 1 day is a mistake. Missing 2 days is the start of a new negative habit. This creates an immediate visual feedback loop that is intrinsically motivating. The goal is no longer the novel or the weight loss. The goal is not breaking the chain. This transforms a vague desire into a daily game of winning. When you implement these systems, the most important change happens in your internal monologue. This is the identity shift. Every single time you execute a system, writing 500 words, exercising for 25 minutes, marking your X, you cast a vote for the person you want to become. I am a writer. I am a healthy person. I am organized. This shift moves you from doing, chasing the goal, to being, living the identity. You don't try to be a runner. You are a runner, and runners run. Success is no longer an achievement. It is simply a reflection of the person you have consistently become. If you feel like a failure, it's not because you lack motivation. It's because you have the wrong target. Stop focusing on the goal, which is an external, fleeting moment in the future, and start focusing on the system, which is your behavior right now. Remember the 4 pillars. Define the input, use the time container, design the environment, and track the system. If this shift in perspective resonated with you, hit that like button. It supports our mission to help you think deeper. And if you are ready to stop failing your resolutions and start building permanent success, subscribe to Take and Grow. I have a challenge for you. The 7-day success system reset. Pick one goal you failed last year. Convert it into a minimum viable system that takes less than 15 minutes a day. And find a place to start tracking it, even if it's just a calendar on your wall. Tell me in the comments, what is the minimum system you will commit to for the next 7 days? For example, I will read 2 pages. I will stretch for 5 minutes. I will meditate for 5 minutes. Commit to the system and let the results handle themselves. Thank you for watching. Build your system.